Colored content exclusive.
Hi, it's Victoria, and I'm here with Ericka Harden, the creator of C.A.K.E the web series.
What's up? Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So I have some questions to ask you about the web series.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So for people who haven't seen the show, could you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay. Well, C.A.K.E the Series follows a girl named Justice who is a makeup artist, and it doesn't really work out at her job. So a friend of hers has an opening position with a secret agency that is in the back of a strip club.
So what inspires you to create the series?
A couple of different things. I'm in Los Angeles, and I recall myself like going through the different breakdowns that were available for characters that would be like for me. And I remember I started like blogging the characters because it was unrealistic. It was stuff that I never would have wanted to play. I couldn't play. It was like demeaning. And I was like, you know, how come there isn't any like quality roles out there for people like me? So I was like talking to a friend, and they were like, you know what, Erika, you're kind of good at putting things together. Why don't you just create your own thing? Like web series is a big thing out there. I think Issa Rae had Awkward Black Girl at the time. And so I watched it and I was like, I think I could do something like that. So that's how C.A.K.E the Series was born.
Okay, so you created the series. What was the idea? Like, how did you come up with the idea? Why strip club? Why agents? Why not a romantic comedy? Why not a drama?
I feel like when we're looking at the type of content that there's out there for like Black media, I feel like you've got the rom-coms already, like the Black rom-coms, like How to Be a Player. Like I didn't want to do anything that has already been done before. So I took something that we're already used to seeing in Black entertainment and put a twist on it where it's a little bit more intelligent and you can actually learn from it. So that's how all those pieces came together to actually make C.A.K.E the Series, the web series.
So you actually play in the show, like you act in the show.
Yes.
Is it difficult? Like, how difficult is it to do both, be the creator and act in the web series?
It is. It's not so bad being the creator and the actor. It's bad being the creator, the actor, the producer, the editor, the director, and all marketing. I think I did a lot, and I'm happy that I actually completed everything, but it was really stressful getting all of that together. Like I had some help, but like all of it was on me because my team was like really small. It was like really honestly maybe 3 people. Yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying how difficult it is to produce, direct, you know, and do of it, and then be in makes it really hard.
Yeah, it's very nerve-wracking because you want to put out a great product, but not only that, like you don't want to let your other actors down because they're coming onto this project and no one wants to work on a makeshift production. So you want to make it as professional as possible. And so it's a lot of pressure to make sure that like, okay, this is really professional and we have craft services and we have a place for you guys to sit. And then I have to get up there and act on top of it. So yeah, it can be a bit challenging.
I mean, but you have a full series, so you're doing a great job. I mean, it's taken a little bit of time to really build up some momentum. I see, like, you know, you started a few years ago and now it's 2015.
Yeah.
But you have content out there. So how has the audience been in receiving it? How have people about the show? And
it's been very like surprising to me. I'm not quite sure how people find the series, and I always like to hear from people like, how did you find out about C.A.K.E The Series, just so I know what's working, you know, so maybe I can put more energy into it. But I have a lot of people that do find it, that actually send me messages and they say they like it. They say that it's smart, it's funny, it's about something. That's a big thing, and that's something that was very important to me. So people who watch it and they see that, they get it, and they usually connect with the series. They really do become a fan of the series because they get the content.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very relevant to the time. So when you came up with the concept, even though things were happening, but now we see so much happening in the news with Black Lives Matter and shootings and stuff like that, like where people weren't conscious, now they're so conscious of what's really happening. So I think it's really relevant.
Yeah, it does start conversations, and sometimes people will say, oh, like if they didn't get something before, I think what's been happening in the news in the past couple of years, they get it now.
The next question I have, all the people I interview for ColoredContent, being a media maker of color, how has new media, digital media really changed, been a game changer for you?
I don't think that my color has really been any kind of asset or even something negative towards my media making. I think what has been a game changer in new media is the fact that it's more accessible to get equipment, to get a camera. People can make web series or films on their cell phone now. And so with access, we have access now. We can get our ideas out there. There's internet as a platform, and when people discover your content, they end up liking it. It can be really good for you. But a lot of times there's people who have really great stuff out there and it doesn't really get seen. So you still have to play the game, where it's kind of like it's new media, but it's still the old game that I'm kind of realizing. But if anyone wants to question you on your work or whatever, if you've done something, you can always send them a link. This is what I've done, da 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 da. So it's always puts you in a good position where you're prepared if you meet the right people that can actually escalate your career to the next level.
That makes sense. Like, you have a resume, it's easy to create in a way, and then you can access it easily. Here, just check out this link. I don't have to send you a reel. I don't have to send you a tape or a DVD. You can access it at your convenience.
Yeah, you don't have to stand on the corner trying to sell your mixtape web series to people. They can go online and find you.
Yeah, they could discover it themselves. It's kind of like the SoundClouds. Like, people discover music. People even use SoundCloud for web series music. So it gives you easy access to the content in a way. What message would you like people to gain from the web series?
You know, honestly, what I want people to get from the web series is that there are different perspectives of how to think about something or how to explain something. I feel that media kind of conditions our mind to believe that things happen one way. Like, a good example is what is good and what's bad. And you always have your protagonist is the one who follows all the rules, and, you know, because he abides by the law, that makes him good. And the one that doesn't abide by the law makes him automatically bad. And unfortunately, the real world doesn't work that way. Like, you know, you can make up any rule you want to, but your rule could be bad, and following it doesn't make you good. So things like that, I want to really get people to really use critical thinking, like look at a situation from a different perspective, and then ask yourself, does that make sense? And there's a lot of different things that I talk about, you know, one being racism, one being spirituality. Those things are things that we can actually probably learn and investigate a little bit more than what we probably already have a definition for
Okay, so there's a few messages that people can really glean from the series. And please watch it and check it out so you can see everything that the show has to offer. So this is the last question I have for you. Is there anything you'd like to plug or tell us about next? Because the series finale came out. People look for next.
Yes, the series finale came out, so you can definitely check out C.A.K.E The Series at our website, which is CakeTheSeries.com, CakeTheSeries.com. On Instagram, we have an Instagram page. It is C.A.K.E The Series TM. And we have a Facebook page as well. There is content that still goes up, but it is more in the version of writing. So there are some blogs and articles that C.A.K.E The Series does have. So that's fresh new content. Or you can always just binge watch all 10 episodes on YouTube.
That's great. So check all that out. C.A.K.E The Series. Thank you, Erika.
Thank you. Wow, feel better. I'm sorry you're sick.
Thank you. All right. Later.
Okay, bye.